going to be a great surprise, and we've only got 3 more months to wait, which is really exciting.
Oh, baby.
Oh, Dad. There you go.
Okay.
Alright guys, well, since it's a snowy day and the kids have been busy sledding, we're actually sitting down because we've got 5 minutes to just give you an update on where we're at with things and what we've got planned and stuff we've been doing. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is homeschooling. As you've seen on one of our earlier videos, since the Christmas break we've just eased back into homeschooling. We really enjoyed the time off over Christmas, just having family time and that. But to ease back into it, we started with Read Aloud Revival. And what that is, sharing. There's a lady called Sarah Mackenzie, and you can find her at readaloudrevival.com. And every January she challenges families to try and read with your kids or have them read to you for a minimum of 10 minutes every day for the month of January. Now, she challenges you to do it for 25 days out of the 31 days in January, just because, you know, life happens. So that's how we just got into it. We've got Caitlin, Will, and even Joe and Tom doing it, because the younger ones, even if they can't actually read yet, they can tell you a story, or if there's a book that they like you to read to them over and over, they can try and remember the sequencing and tell you the story. And so far so good. And we're now up to where, yeah, you're joining in too. We're now up to where everybody's back on track and doing all their schooling every single day, even on snow days. Homeschoolers don't get snow days. So yeah, if you want to check her out, that's readaloudrevival.com. And yeah, they're doing good. So next thing is the new house. Yeah, we got a trusty list because with kids and dogs and goats and everything else, we forget where we're at sometimes if
we go a bit
distracted. But yeah, you've probably noticed we haven't done a whole lot of work on the new house, and that's because we've had quite a few legal fees this past year in trying to get my brother's estate settled. My brother, he was murdered just over 5 years ago, and Sean and Daniel are his boys, and we took Sean and Danny, we became their legal guardians, so they're our boys too. But we've been fighting for the past 5 years to get my brother's estate put into their names rightfully, and it's just been a headache, and it's really sucked us dry of all our savings for the new house. But hopefully either by the end of January or beginning of February we'll have the last lot of fees paid, the last lot of paperwork done, and we'll be getting right back into getting on with the house. So again, we're sorry we haven't shown you much of the house, but don't worry, it's coming, and there'll be plenty to show you then.
Yeah. But you already tell them.
Yep, getting it finalised.
Yeah, okay.
And now the next thing is the internet and our videos.
Yeah.
Now, we live out in the country, and there's only one major internet provider, and they are not. You telling them about the internet?
Giggle, giggle, giggle.
And yeah, the internet provider is not very good, but when you haven't got a choice, that's what you deal with.
Yeah.
So those
Well,
of
I
you,
mean, that's like right now we're actually uploading another video. And the internet we're using is actually my phone's Wi-Fi hotspot, which sucks. I mean, that's not even very good. The most we get is like 3 bars signal around here.
but on a good day, it'll take us a full day to upload a video from the computer to YouTube.
Yeah.
And on other days, it can take us 2, sometimes 2.5 days to get that on.
And that's like constant. We'll have it loading and
It'll do great.
we'll make sure it'll
and then it
load
won't.
all night long and
Get up
yeah.
and it's only like 52% done.
yeah.
So those of you that know us, that live local, you'll probably notice our videos are a few days off, but that's why. And also those of you who are local will know why, because you guys have the same internet. So that's where we're at with that. Now, the next thing, where we're at with our goats. Susan and Lily, we won't know 100% for sure if they're pregnant until April, when they're due to have the babies.
Yeah, we're not paying to have them checked.
Yeah, to get a scan and all that.
And I didn't get any
Pregnancy tests.
pregnancy tests or anything
Which you
like
can
that.
get. Now we think they are.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, we think they are.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Susan is at least.
So we just got to wait and see. But they're looking really well. They're growing very well, both Lily and Susan. Susan is almost 6.
Yeah.
And
This will
Lily,
be her 5th litter.
yep. And Lily is 2. And this will be her second time. Yep.
Yeah, which Lily, the first time she only had 1.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes this time, because I mean, it's, more often than not that goats, on their first time around only have 1, and then they'll go up from there. I mean, they have 1 their first time and then 3 the next.
So
But
we just
I
don't know.
highly doubt she's got 3. She's not big enough.
Well, we don't know. It's going to be a great surprise, and we've only got 3 more months to wait, which is really exciting. And Clover and Daisy, we didn't breed them in November because they're not going to be born until this April 2019. And from all our research, we've found that it is usually best to wait till they're at least 10 months old, preferably a year old.
Which we'll always be waiting at least a year.
Yeah, we just think
will.
that's a good rule of thumb. So there'll be 1 this April, so we might look into breeding Clover and Daisy in May.
Which we think we've already got a buck lined up for that too.
Yep.
So,
And that'll mean October 2019 babies. So
yeah.
that's what we've got planned for them. And they're looking great. Now we do have a few updates we want to do before Lily and Susan have their babies.
Yeah, okay, so I've got to do some pin changes and upgrades. Right now we need a pin for, or we'll be needing a pin for Susan, Daisy, and Buddy. Or, no, Daisy, Clover, and Buddy. Lily, we're actually going to have Lily and Susan in separate pins just for the birthing and all. We've got 1 because I built that for the breeding pen, so we'll use that. And I'm going to put another divider in for Susan. So I'll have to do that. We'll do some upgrades. I want to build some better shelters for them.
Yeah.
Something more permanent.
Just in case it is cold. I mean, April, generally, it's warming up quite nice, but we have had snow at the beginning of April before. So, just, just in case. We don't want the babies to get cold.
Yeah. So we've got that. I need to do a better feeder system for them, just to make sure they're getting plenty of fresh hay, which they are now, but we're getting a lot of wasted hay, which I don't really mind too much because where it's going to waste is into their bedding.
Yeah.
So it's kind of still serving a purpose, but come, spring and summer, you don't need it, so it will be just truly waste. Let's see. I'm gonna hook up a dusk to dawn light out there as well, just for the birthing mainly.
Yeah, probably middle to end of March, just in case they end up having their babies early, like the earlier part of April. We want to be able to see and make sure it's
Just
going
for a bit of extra
smoothly.
light.
Whew, that was ice falling off the roof. Yeah, I mean, if just on the off chance if one of the babies gets stuck or something, we want to be able to see, to be able to help them out. But hopefully that won't happen.
Yeah. Let's see. We need to set up our birthing supply.
A birthing basket.
Yeah, she calls it a basket.
My birthing basket.
But I'll give you some of the stuff we've got to get in there. We ain't got hardly anything for it. So we'll probably just buy all new, even if I do have it, just so we're not taking from somewhere else.
Yeah, we've got plenty of time.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to buy some boosters for the babies and the mamas, the kids and mamas.
Not our kids.
Not our kids. They don't need boosters. Let's see, we're going to have to get some blankets. We've got a local place that we could probably get that stuff really cheap.
I actually think we've got a few blankets we can use as well, so that'll be alright.
Puppy pads, basically just to wipe them down, disposable. Puppy pads work extremely well for that. Got to get some latex gloves. Got to get a suction bulb for cleaning out their airways. I got to get some bandage scissors. I probably ought to get a couple pair of those though. One to keep in the birthing kit and one just to keep in my medical supplies because I don't have any of those.
Yep.
We got to come up with a cheap hair dryer for drying them all.
Which again, if it's fairly warm, we probably won't need that, but it's best to have something you don't need
just to warm
and need
them up
it
that little bit.
than need it and not have it.
Some of our nights in the spring are still a little chilly, so just in case. I gotta buy some more iodine.
Yep.
And something I've been looking at that I need to go ahead and get a stethoscope.
Yeah.
And
because with us not knowing exactly how many babies they're gonna have, sometimes it can be a while between giving birth to one and the next one, and the best way to check is to listen for a heartbeat. And we don't want to think that they've just had one, maybe two, stay up there for a while, nothing happened, and come down, and then there actually is another one and there's complications. So if we can listen and just check if there's a heartbeat, that's going to let us know if we need to hang around a bit longer. I mean, it's all about keeping them safe and happy because we do love our goats.
yeah, but a lot of this stuff, like the boosters and all, I'm not going to be getting locally. They're a little bit too expensive local. So I am going to go through Jeffers. Actually, this is Jeffers Livestock. I thought when we first signed up it was Jeffers Pets.
Jeffers Pets.
Yeah, Jeffers Pets. But this actually says the website is jefferslivestock.com. You can also look up Jeffers Pets. I'm pretty sure that's what I always do. But yeah, their stuff is extremely cheap in here.
And
it's,
really nice.
yeah, it's really good quality. That's actually where we bought our disc budding iron.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. And we got a pair of hoof shears from there.
Yep.
Which, the hoof shears were really nice, but they did dull up really bad. But I think that's because of the kids.
Left them out.
Every time I would go up to the goat building, no matter where I put them, they would always be down in the dirt. Every single time. Which makes no sense because they don't use them. I use them.
Yeah, but we've got our suspicions that they were using them for like digging up rocks and
Yeah.
who knows what.
Not the best thing to do with a $30 pair of hoof shears. But, yeah, check them out. They're
Yeah, they are
definitely
good.
worth it. Especially like if you buy syringes and needles and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Normally I get mine from Tractor Supply. But I buy the 3 mil. And they sell them by the box of 100 in here. I mean, you can get a box of 100 at 3 mil for basically, I think it's like 15 bucks. 16 bucks. And that is the lock-in syringes where you just take your needle and you twist it in. I mean, extremely cheap. I think I buy, what, a 6-pack for like $5
I think so. Yeah.
bucks. So, I mean, extremely cheap. I mean, you're not talking that much more to save you a lot of money. But, yeah, check them out. Like I say, I look up Jeffers Pets, but this is Jeffers Livestock.
And yeah, they do free shipping on orders over 49 bucks.
Yeah,
So you can even get free shipping.
check them out. It's worth it.
It is. It's really good.
Alright, what's next on the list?
So that's the update with the goats and our plans. The next thing is our chickens.
Chicken.
Now, they are still laying really, really good. Just today, we got 14 eggs.
That was first check.
Yeah, morning check.
Morning check.
'Cause we do-
we do 2 checks
Morning
a day.
check and evening check.
Yeah.
So it looks like the lamp and the heat bulb is working really, really well because right now we've got almost a foot of snow and they still gave us 14 eggs first thing this morning. So yeah, it seems to be doing a great job. And because we're getting so many eggs, we're getting a minimum of a dozen a day, usually more.
Basically for us to sell because
Yeah.
the little extras we get over a dozen, we
We
kind of
save,
keep for ourselves. So
But because they are giving us a minimum of a dozen a day, we've actually now got regular customers buying eggs from us. We were also able to give to our local food bank, and on top of that, we're still able to have enough for our family and other family members as well. So they're really doing good. And we've got a few other chicken plans for this coming year as well.
yeah, okay. So come spring when chicks are for sale, I want to buy at least 20 more birds. I do. Right now we've got 17 layers.
Yeah.
17 laying hens, which 2 of them actually came from our neighbor. He had a critter get in there and tear up all his chickens, and we got 4 of them. 2 of them didn't make it, but 2
The other
did.
2 did.
Which I'm not quite sure if they're still laying full time. Which his birds were pushing 3 years.
Oh, they're probably
They're
almost,
on their- yeah,
getting
almost at
close to
3.
3.
And that's actually the latest or the longest I want to keep a bird. I'm gonna double their pen size as well and expand the coop. Probably do something with the nesting boxes. I don't know.
Yeah, we're just gonna see how that goes. Whether we're gonna just keep the crates as nesting box or try and
Tweak it a bit.
yeah to see if we can improve it. But
I mean,
that's
right
still
now
debatable.
we have more nesting boxes than what we need by far.
Yeah,
I mean, they're only using like, what, 3 boxes?
4 at the most. Yeah.
So, I mean, we've got, bukus of nesting boxes. But, I don't know. We're going to see what we'll do there. I need to upgrade their watering system, which
Yeah.
I've got a few ideas for that.
Especially through the winter, because every day and even a couple of times a day, we're having to break the ice or get the ice out of there, water it, and then put more water in it. So just because it's so cold.
But if you guys, have seen anything on YouTube or
Anyway.
any ideas on some waters, send us a link or let us know the channel name or something like that, and I'll give it a look. I mean, I love taking everybody else's ideas and making it my own.
Yeah.
So, especially stuff that involves PVC pipe, because I have easy access to it. So, and another thing that we have to do this spring is I'm gonna buy color bands to put around their legs. Especially, we gotta try to find the 2 that aren't our original chickens, the older ones.
I've got a fair idea.
I haven't got any idea. I know it's not the roosters or the goose, so.
Well, it's just
I've
so
got
we
a starting
know
point.
which hens are older, which hen the 2 that we got from a neighbour is older. Put the next colour bands on the hens we got last spring, and then this spring we're planning on getting more, so we'll put a different colour band, different coloured band around those.
So, and like our first year's, just for an example, would be green, then the next year's would be blue, and then the next year's would be red. Well, if we've got green at year 3, we know, okay, those are, to the point where they're going to start slowing down production. We're going to start feeding them more than what they're producing. So, we're going to butcher them. We eat chicken, so why let it go to waste? So, we'll be butchering, the 3-year birds.
Yeah, 3 years.
So we just keep turning them over. Now, I am planning on buying the chicks this year, but next year I'm hoping to get away with that.
Mainly because we're not set up with incubator and turner this year.
Yeah.
And again, we've got to sink what we can into getting the house done. So that's, again, an eventual plan.
Next year I'm hoping to not be buying any more chicks. I want to get the incubator and turner and all that stuff set up. I want to get the end of the year sales though.
Yeah.
Stuff that's been clearanced out, trying to get rid of it. I missed a really good one this past season. They had a turner incubator for like $35 that was originally like $90. So
yeah, we'll keep an eye out for that.
Again,
Like
we're gonna buy the birds this year.
Yeah, we're not quite set up just yet, but we will. We'll get there.
20 birds will probably cost us around $60.
Yeah.
So, and we want to try to keep with the same breed, right?
Yeah, because they seem to be laying really good for us, and they're even really friendly hens as well. Which that's another important factor to us with the kids. So. Yep. So that's where we're at with the chickens. But yeah, things aren't always easy, and at times life can get pretty stressful. And we do work hard for what we're wanting to get out of our homestead. Even when it gets hard, we see it as an investment to start living the way of life that we've dreamt of. Living off our land, off our own animals and all that. But generally, try and count our blessings, because we have a lot of blessings and a lot of things to be thankful for.
Yeah, we do.
And my brother, he used to always say in stressful times, it is what it is, so don't let it spoil your day and enjoy them kids. And he's right, because even when kids make you want to pull your hair out, we've got a goat at the door.
And I got a John.
Oh, we got the neighbour.
I'll let you finish up.
Yeah, even if
your list.
Yeah. Yeah, even when the kids make you want to pull your hair out at times, generally, on a bad day, they can bring you so much joy and so much happiness. And so my brother was spot on with that. Enjoy them kids, because also they grow so fast, and before you know it, they're off living their own life. So we just try and have as much family time and see the good in what we can when we can. So yeah, that's where we're at, guys. And we hope you'll all continue subscribing, sharing, commenting on our videos and liking, because it really helps out our channel and it really helps us out too. We're just really trying to build our channel, not only to help people out, any of you guys out there, but for any of you guys that have any tips or ideas, we're happy to get as much help and advice as we can, because we're still learning. So we just really appreciate y'all, and we best get back to it. The kids are waiting for us to go sledding, so
Yeah.
Yep, he's itching for us to get sledding. And we're wanting to take Ellie out sledding for the first time, aren't we, Will? So we replaced a big Will with a little Will. So alright guys, anything you want to let us know, or anything you want to ask us, feel free to comment in the comments below, and we'll see you next time. Alright, let's get back to sledding.
Yep.